of the pit area, followed by the 55. You've also got the 4 with Chris Grant, and then you've got the 17 with Ed Preston. You're going to have a 4-boat GP heat coming at you right now. We're inside 5 minutes.
And we'll look for Brad to give us the countdown down there. And Brad, I wanted to get from you, if you can hear us, the Motoring Services Auto Repair update on the 55 and the 12 and the repairs and how they felt those actually will hold up during racing conditions.
Hold on just a minute, Mike.
You got it. Sometimes when you're down there on the dock, you have to get out of the way quickly.
Well, yesterday during the Grand Prix heat, we saw Eccles in the GP 55 and Greg Hopp in the GP 12 get together. They were having a fantastic race into the last lap going into turn 2. About the apex, or turn 1, excuse me, about the apex between turn 1 and turn 2. They got together. Slowed Eccles down. He ended up getting a minute penalty for that. Left his lane, came into Hopp's lane, made contact. Both boats have been repaired and are set to be on the water here in this heat.
Guys, really sorry. I do not have the countdown. We missed the count on the clock down here.
Well, you can pick up another one. They'll make an announcement.
Yeah, I can hear it so well right now. But we got 4 boats running in the heat. I'm sorry it was a little hectic there. I didn't mean to be short, but I had to just say hang on for half a minute. But we've got Rob Hall out there. That's the white boat. That's the 74. That's the one with the different look to it. That's the Staudacher hull. One of the big changes on this hull, everybody has their skid fins on the back of the left side sponson. The skid fin on that Staudacher hull is on the left side, obviously, but it is about 2 feet outboard of the sponson itself. It is stuck way out beyond the boat, about 2 feet. That's boat number 74. It's the white one. You've also got Ed Preston in the 17. You got Chris Grant driving the 3. That's the all red boat. And then your other boat out there that'll be the 55 with Dustin Eccles.
All right, so 4-boat heat for the GP division, and we can see the flags out there as we get ready for some heat racing. All the boats at the top end of the course kind of assembling, with the exception of one boat that's just coming up the back Pasco shoreline, the back stretch, and that would be the 17 with Ed Preston. The Shockwave Racing presents Little Caesars Pizza. So all the boats now are up at the top end of the course in turn number 3, now into turn number 4 as we get ready for our first heat racing. We had the dash last night. Now it's time for a heat race for the Grand Prix West Division. On the inside will be Eccles.
Keep your eye on the flag.
And the flag is out. Looked like a clean start. Eccles is going to lead, but the bright red boat's coming down quick.
Here comes Kent coming down lane number 3. He's running hard. We'll see if he can run with these guys. They're going to have to be careful. Dustin Eccles is on the inside. He'll get down here first. And then it's Rob Hall in lane number 2, staying right with him. Then Chris Grant. And on the far outside is Preston in the 17. And it is Eccles out of the exit pin first, followed by the 74. Coming up right behind is the 3. And the 3 just got a little bit of air underneath him as he went down the backside. And followed up by the 17. You got 4 boats on the backside.
Yeah, Eccles is leading, but trying to close in on him right now is the 74 with Rob Hall. The Mako of Kent presents 7B-TV A-Hestronics Company out of Sandpoint, Idaho. And right now, less than a rooster tail. Inside the rooster tail, Hall is trying to gain coming up the back stretch, but Eccles is going to lead. Boy, Hall jumped right out in front at the turn.
Absolutely. Hall got a great drive on that back straightaway. Drove into turn 3. Almost even, just maybe a quarter rooster tail behind. Lost a little bit coming out of 4.
Across the start-finish line is going to be Eccles with the lead. Hall in second. Third place, Grant. Coming down the front stretch, and look at boat speed. Out trailing right now, Preston in the 17 on the front stretch.
Hall is really running hard on the outside, but he hasn't been able to close on Eccles. Coming to you, Tony. And it is. It's Eccles out in front in the 55, and then there is number 74. 74 trying to find some smoother water out in lane number 3. Got a little bit rough right there.
Yeah, and Chris Grant lost power and forced the other boat on the outside, way outside, and that was almost a collision down there in the entrance pin to turn number 1. Boat up in the air. Boat is up and over and back down on the sponsons. Landed on the transom out on the far side, and Tony may have had the best view from turn number 2. Tony, tell us what happened. Tony, you there? Yep. Seemed to have lost Tony, at least for the moment. A lot of radio traffic out on the course, as looked like the boat went over. And Brad, what are you hearing down in the pits, first off?
I'm not, but I'm going to shut off this mic and go find out exactly. I don't see Rob Hall right now.
Yeah, it was Hall.
It was definitely Hall. Okay,
Yeah.
It was way up at the far end from us. The boat got way up in the air. Once you get one of these things up in this wind at that speed, they just become a kite, and it just took off.
It did, and it flipped around.
It
almost
went really
2
high,
revolutions,
but we
landed
didn't
back
get
on
it.
the transom, and looks like the bottom hatch is being opened up at this time. The rescue boats arrived so quickly to the scene. Look at all of them over there. Amazing response by the highly trained rescue crews to get over.